Hey, what is up, guys? So something interesting happened today. Now, obviously, we know that on the internet, the fans get a lot of interaction from certain stars, and one such happens to be Robert Downey Jr., who is very active on Facebook and social media. And there is something interesting that happened today. Now, he shared an image for Avengers Infinity War, which shows a bunch of names all written across it, who are maybe going to be in it. We don't know. But it's interesting that he shared it, and it's getting a lot of people to talk about, what is going on here. So I'm going to read these names and kind of let you guys decide. I'm now going to give my opinion on what I think about it. So first he starts off with, it says, Avengers Infinity War, and then the stars that are in it. So obviously Robert Downey Jr., and then Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, Jeremy Renner, Elizabeth Olsen. So obviously you have Iron Man, we have Thor, we have Hulk, Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye, and Scarlet Witch. The second line down says Paul Bettany, Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, Tom Holland, Chadwick Boseman, Don Cheadle, Sebastian Stan, and Anthony Mackie. So obviously there we have Vision, we have Ant-Man, we have Wasp, we have Spider-Man, we have Black Panther, we have War Machine, we have the Winter Soldier, and then we have Falcon. Now where it gets interesting is from here on out, because it says Chris Pratt was of course Star-Lord, Zoe Saldana was of course Gamora, Dave Bautista, Drax, Bradley Cooper, Rocket Raccoon, Vin Diesel aka Gru, Karen Gillan, which would be Nebula, Michael Rooker, Yondu, and Kurt Russell, which would of course be Ego the Living Planet. Now below that, it gets even more interesting as we have Kristen Ritter, who is of course Jessica Jones, Charlie Cox, who is Daredevil, John Bernthal, who is the Punisher, Mike Coulter, Luke Cage, Finn Jones, who is Iron Fist, Elodie Young, who is Elektra, we have Brie Larson, who was just cast as Captain Marvel, and Benedict Cumberbatch, who is of course Doctor Strange. Now, even underneath that, it gets more interesting because it says Tilda Swinton, who is of course the Ancient One. We have Clark Gregg, Agent Coulson, Chloe Bennett, of course she, goes through various names, but right now, let's just refer to her as Skye. Ming-Na Wen, of course, this is the Cavalry, we all know who this is. This is all Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. right here. Then it also mentions the actors who play Fitz and Simmons, and it mentions Adrian Palicki, who is of course best known for Mockingbird. And then the final line is with Josh Brolin as Thanos, Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury, Tom Hiddleston as Loki, Michael Douglas as Hank Pym, and Glenn Close as Nova Prime. Now honestly, that's a pretty insane cast. It's pulling off pretty much from every facet of the MCU you could imagine, and it seems to be stacked to death. If this is in fact real, this is rather huge, and it's a pretty insane cast when you really think about it. I mean, you're pulling Nova Primes, you got Ego the Living Planet, you have the Netflix people, you have ABC's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. people. It's just all over the place, and it kind of gives you the grand scheme of things that the movie could be going for. Now, I need to remind you, I'm still saying this isn't real for now because we don't have an official confirmation from anything. It's just something that Robert Downey Jr. posted, which could lend a hand towards it having some sort of, acknowledgement of it. So I guess we'll find out soon. You guys can let me know your thoughts on this list down below. Hey, what is up, guys? So Armin here, and I'm here just to quickly tell you about another podcast that I am currently the co-host of, and that is the Pro Wrestling Jobbercast podcast, where every week we talk about all the things going on in professional wrestling, specifically WWE, our predictions, the latest rumors, and so forth. So if you're interested in that, check out the link in the description below.